Okay, so sorry about the bad lighting, but I just like natural lighting. And it's 6 o'clock in the evening on the 17th of June 2018. Here I have, this is my passion, right? Turmeric, ginger, plants, this is my passion. So here I have my magic wand. Funny, huh? And here is organic turmeric, bought in an organic store. Here is organic turmeric so this has been soaked and sprouted. I'll talk about that later. This has just been bought and not soaked. And here is non-organic ginger that I will show later. I'm going to show later exactly the dynamics of what I'm talking about here. This organic turmeric means it was organically grown, but there is chemistry on it. You see that dark, the black? The roots are having, I mean, the fact that this root came out is a miracle, but that's a technique that I have. But all this blackness you see here, that's the chemical. So you get organic turmeric, curcumin from the store, and you use it. And if it's got this stuff on it, this chemical anti-sprouting powder on it, it's not organic, right? I'm really upset. Because people then go, oh, I'm safe, it's organic. No, it's not organic. Once they put that on, it doesn't matter how it's grown. This is also organic, but really months later, maybe 8 weeks later. And it looks promising, and I'll explain why. But I got this, a similar, I'm going to show it to you now, put down my magic wand. You've got to have a sense of humour. Okay, so this is why this is not organic. The black stuff, this root especially, has had an incredible struggle to grow. Now I have a technique of keeping them damp and sprouting them in containers until I'm ready to plant, because I want to see what the situation. I'm also kind of like, I'm interested in how things work. So the last turmeric that I had did not have this black stuff on it. I did a video on it. Sorry about this. I did a video on it and it was not covered with this. And once you see this, you only really see this stuff when you're soaking it, and then it appears. And this is a powder. It doesn't matter if the turmeric is organic or not organic. I have a turmeric root that is not organic, that does not have this powder on it, and now I've got organic, and it has a powder. It's an anti-rooting powder, chemical. And the moment they put that on, I mean, why do you want to stop something rooting, right? I mean, oh God, no. I mean, anyway, what I did was, you can get a soft sponge. Once I saw that this is a problem I had, you can get a soft sponge, and under running water, you can just gently wipe that black stuff. You can also scrape it if you're very, very careful. Just scrape it and everything will grow. But in the areas, okay, this one did a miraculous growth, although it's covered in that stuff. This one I've begun wiping because it's still alive, but it's you know, all of this is not mold or anything. You have to understand this is turmeric, curcuma. This is not mold. This is not a cause of the technique that I use. This is this powder that they put. This one is also suffering, but I hope to do an update later for you. The fact that this part, this here, when they don't put that powder on, this is a part that has exponential growth. The fact that this is happening, and really people, you want to know it, because if you buy, I would advise, even if you don't want to grow turmeric, I would advise if you buy organic turmeric, soak at least one small piece and find out if it's covered with that stuff. And if it's covered in that anti-sprouting chemical powder, it will all turn black. So here I have another one that is managing to go against the odds, and that is how nature somehow manages to overcome the insanity of man. And these are coming out, but this is wrong, you understand? This, what you're seeing here, is wrong. This whole area should be white. Not some little bit coming out the top. The little bit coming out the top is because it's covered in this chemical, this powder. And that powder, not only is it not organic, but it's dangerous, right? So it's dangerous to plants, it's dangerous to humans. And so what I do is, because I'm not going to eat this, once I see this, I'm not going to use this in cooking or anything. And then I start to clean this off very gently, because under here you've got the living sprout area under here. And you can get a soft sponge and just wash it gently, keep every day cleaning it off. This already is showing white under there. Once you start moving this, removing this stuff, it will start to sprout. You can plant it, get your own turmeric, and then, you know, from your own turmeric in indoor containers. I do indoor container. You can do it outdoors, it doesn't matter. But once you do this, you know that your turmeric is organic and it isn't covered in anything. So I'm going to show now the evidence of this. This is ginger that was left in a jar of garlic and received no moisture. And I forgot about it. Now you see that the ginger is not blackened like this, right? Well, technically it's a lot older and it's in a worse condition, so it should be. Well, it's not blackened because it's not covered in that chemical powder not to sprout. And the fact that it is sprouting, sorry about that. So this is me showing you that the sprouts are struggling and small and clean, where technically, now here is non-organic ginger, and you see you don't have that black stuff and you don't have problems, and it's sprouting really well. And this has sprouted, this is younger, having been soaked, this is younger than the turmeric. And you see there are no issues with the sprout, it's clean, there are no